All right, here's the first test we took in quarter 3 this year. Might be a little hard to see, so I'll probably rewrite some of these problems. This first one says 3x plus 5 squared. So when you square something, you multiply it by itself. You multiply it together. So for instance, 4 squared, you would multiply 4 times 4. And if you square a parenthesis, you multiply that parenthesis together. So instead of 4 times 4, this is 3x plus 5 times another 3x plus 5. Whatever you're squaring, you got to multiply those things twice in a row. And then when you multiply two parentheses together, you're just distributing everything in the first parenthesis through everything in the second one. So this is basically like 3x gets distributed to the 3x plus 5 here and here, and that gives you 9x squared plus 15x. And then the 5 gets distributed through the 3x plus 5 here and here, and that gives you 15x plus 25. That's a positive 15x, and then you combine your like terms, and the only like terms you have were the two 15x's. That's the only 9x squared, so that stays 9x squared. Your two 15x's make 30x. 25 was the only constant, the only number by itself with no variable, so that stays 25. And that's it. That's your final answer. You've combined all your like terms, and that was choice D. All right, number 2. This one was two parentheses with a plus sign in between it, so we're not multiplying here. If you have a plus or a minus in between your two parentheses, you're just combining like terms. You combine the like terms by getting rid of your parentheses first by distributing, just like we did. So what do we have to distribute in this first parenthesis? There's nothing there, so it's a 1. And when you distribute by a 1, nothing changes because 1 times anything is just itself. And same with here. This is a plus 1. If there's nothing there, it's a 1. So you distribute by a 1. 1 times anything is itself. So nothing's going to change here. We can just get rid of the parentheses and rewrite this. So it's 3x to the 4th plus 2x minus 4x squared plus 5x squared minus 8x plus 6x to the 4th. And now we can combine like terms. Let's start with the biggest exponents first. We've got a couple of them that are 4s. So we're going to combine our x to the 4 terms, a positive 3 and a positive 6. So that's 9. And then we have a couple of x squareds. We have a negative 4 and a positive 5. That makes a positive 1. And if it's a 1, you don't need to write the 1. And then our regular old x terms, we have a positive 2 and a negative 8. That makes a negative 6. And that's it. That was everything. So everything's combined, which gave us answer B. So that one was B. All right, the third one, two parentheses, but nothing in between them. Here we had a plus sign in between them. Here we have nothing. So now we're multiplying. Two parentheses next to each other means multiply. So we have to distribute the negative 2x squared, the 4x, and the 4. There's 3 terms in this first parenthesis. We got to distribute each one of those through the second parenthesis. So we got to do the negative 2x squared times the 3x minus 5. We also have to do the 4x times the 3x minus 5. And we also have to do the 4 times the 3x minus 5. So the negative 2x gives us negative 6x to the 3rd. When you multiply variables together, you add the exponents. If there is not an exponent, it's a 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. That's where I got that. And then negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. Over here, 4 times 3 is 12x squared. 1 and 1 makes 2. Minus 20x. And here we have 12x minus 20. So those are the 6 terms that we get when we distribute all 3 of those through. 2 for each one. The 6x to the 3rd, that's the only one, so that's going to stay that way. The squareds, did I miss one here? I thought there should have been 2 on this problem. Oh yeah, this should be an x squared, sorry, because that's negative 2x squared times 5. All right, so the x squareds, we have 2 of them. We have a positive 10 and a positive 12. That makes a positive 22. X squared, that's a 3. The x's, we have two of them, a 12 and a negative 20. That makes a negative 8. And the constants, the numbers with no variables, there's only one, the negative 20. So that was the final answer there. And that was D, the last choice. All right, the fourth one. This is kind of like Jeopardy. This is working backwards. They give you the answer, and that is the answer to one of these 4 questions. So you just have to check each one of these individually to see which one adds or subtracts together to give you 4x to the third plus x squared minus 3. So let's just check the first one. The first one had a 5x to the third and plus a negative, oh no, right here, plus x to the third. So the 5 and 1 makes 6x to the third, so that can't be right because we need 4x to the third. So right off the bat, we know A is wrong. So let's check B. B was a subtraction problem. When you're subtracting parentheses, that's like multiplying by a negative 1. And when you distribute a negative 1 through, that does change the numbers. It changes the signs of every one. So that negative 3x to the third is going to become a positive 3x to the third. That negative x to the, or positive x to the third is going to become a negative x to the third. Are those both 3's? I can't see that. Sorry, no, this is a squared. And that's a negative 4, so that's going to become a positive 4. So when you subtract parentheses, that subtraction sign changes all those signs because you're distributing a negative 1 through. And then the first parenthesis was a 5x to the third. Let's just put that right here so we know that they go together. A negative 2x squared and a negative 7. So our x to the thirds, we have a positive 5 and a negative 1. That's a positive 4. That's good. Our x squared is a positive 3 and a negative 2. That makes a positive 1. Also what we wanted. And our constants, a positive 4 and a negative 7. That makes a negative 3. That's what we wanted, so that was right. So B was the right answer in that one. So no quick way to do that one. You just got to keep checking each choice until you find the answer. Okay, then the last one is similar to the third one, where you have 2 parentheses and nothing in between them. That's a multiplication problem. This one's a little bit shorter. There's only 2 terms in the first parenthesis, so that's nice. So you distribute the 4x through, and you get 4x squared minus 8x, and then you distribute the 5 through, and you get 5x minus 10. Your x's combine to give negative 3x, because a negative 8 and a positive 5 makes negative 3. These don't change because there's nothing to combine them with. And that was choice C. Now the retake is the same type of problems as this. So if you understand these now, then you'll do fine on the retake. If not, let me know, and we can have an after-school study session. The after-school study session is usually on a Wednesday. So tomorrow, come to that one, and we'll study for the test from last week, and then after tomorrow, you can retake that test too.